House. We're live. Thank you very much. We hit #1 bestseller in all categories. Thank you very much for you guys' support and everything. I'm so excited to be here today. Happy Monday. Let's get this week started off right and talk about anything that you have going on. Yesterday for me was a long day. I pretty much, from noon on, I laid in bed all day. So I was pretty sore. I don't know what was going on, but no corona over here. Just wasn't feeling too swell. But we're back on track. It's a Monday. It's a new day. It's a new week. What are you going to do? Hey, guys, give me a quick shout out. Let me know where you're from as you're coming on here today. Give me your name, city, and state. Let me know where you guys are from. It's quiet over here today. Monday. What's up, guys? We'll be quick today. Probably only be about 20, 30 minutes today. Unless you guys have questions, I'd love to answer them. If you're having trouble in your business, or not trouble, if you just want to talk about expanding your business, talk about the pivot moments and the opportunities right now in front of you, definitely down to here. What's up, Bradley? Book should be on its way. Awesome, man. Thank you. Again, guys, congratulations. We did hit #1 bestseller across the board. I'll be in the studio working on audiobook for this as well. So that's in the making sooner than later. But just so you know, probably about 3 months out, give or take, with editing and all that fun stuff. What's up, guys? It's quiet. What's up, Quinn? Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. Dylan, thank you, my man. Thank you, guys. All you guys, appreciate you hopping in, buying a copy or many copies. Some people bought a lot of copies, which I appreciate you guys doing that. A lot of cool stuff, guys. So real quick here, I'll talk about, my daughter's birthday on Friday. Drea, I posted a thing talking about how we're giving her a couple $1 million. At least a couple $1 million for her first birthday gift. And it's not like I cut her a check or a wire for $2 million. See, that's where people always get it twisted. It's about knowledge. Knowledge is very powerful if you do something with it. There's a lot of people way more knowledgeable than me, but they don't take action. They're procrastinators and perfectionists at the highest level. So what happened is what we do with my son is the youngest self-directed IRA holder under the moon. As soon as he was born, we were up setting up accounts. As you guys, if you followed me on the journey with Drea, I'll have to pull the videos, but I think when she was like a month old or 2 months old, we went in and set her up a bank account over at Chase. Got her all set up and ready to roll so she can start accepting money and preparing for the future. And I'm obviously the parents, me and Dina, are in control of that because she's a child. But, we went there, sit down, got her set up with an account. She'll be paid as an employee, a 1099 model for the company. That's why she's able to set up a Roth IRA. And she'll be on videos, she'll be on PowerPoints, she'll be on website flyers and stuff like that. That's why she's able to do that. I would pay someone else. Why not pay my own kids? Same thing with Mark. So what happens is we place that money in those IRAs, in CESAs, college education savings account. A lot of you might know it as 529 plans from the bank. But what we do is CESAs, we utilize these accounts. You can only put $2,000 a year in it. No, I'm not allowed to because I make over the financial limits, but there's structures that you can do it properly where put $2,000 in there and we're able to invest that money into real estate and such and get them a bigger return. And again, I'm in control over that. So recently, you guys saw where I did a deal for $1 with Mark's CESA account and we turned it into $45,500. The way we did that is we optioned the property for $1. We bought it for $1 and we sold it for $45,500. So it's a very big return on investment and one that people can do. It might not be that high of return, but in real estate, we have the privilege or the opportunity to option things for $1 or $100 or $1,000 and turn that, let's say 1,000, turn that 1,000 into 10,000. We can do that consistently on a pretty normal basis. The cool thing with CESAs, you don't have to put millions of dollars in there because they have to use it by the time they're 30 for schooling, education, etc. So private schools, again, consult your accountant, lawyer, whoever you got to. I'm not acting or giving advice here, but you can buy computers, you can pay for schooling, school trips and stuff like that, as long as it's tied to the school. So there's a lot of neat things you can do. So, the goal is to put 400,000 or 500,000 in those and tax free and let them pay for themselves. And you can do that starting off with $2,000. It's pretty cool. And you can make contribution limits up to $2,000 per year, which is very amazing. By the way, you can do this with your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, etc. And I've done it with all my nieces, and I've done it with both my kids, all of my kids, both of them. So yeah, Friday was an awesome day. What's up, Steve? What's up, Rob? What's up, Mike? What's up, Shane? Thank you guys again. Just coming here to you saying thank you guys very much for Magician versus Mule hitting #1. Means a lot to me. We got a lot of cool stuff, and I'll be sharing with you guys how to. And not only that, all the great shares. You guys did a lot of great shares on your social, and letting people know what's up. So I appreciate that. But this using SESAs, Roth IRAs, and such is very powerful. If you want to change your financial trajectory, you got to do something today for it. Even on myself, I'm always looking at UAL policies, whole life policies, universal life, whole life. These are policies. You might think of them as insurance policies. I look at them as tax-free environment policies in the future. I'm more using them for investment vehicles, not necessarily for the insurance. Now, heavens forbid, well, we'll all die, but hopefully not at 60. If I die at 60, whoever my beneficiaries are, they stand to get a lot of money. But because the way I'm building the policies is to be able to give me a big income stream when I turn 60 years old. So what you do, it's called front loading up the policies to get them a high cash value, and then have this thing printing money every single month. So do you want 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand a month? Yes, these are possible. Yes, that's what people do all the time, is where they're getting a $50,000 a month income stream by parking money inside of a policy. So you might be blown away that even goes on, but that goes on at that level and many other levels. So there's some cool stuff out there. What's up, Nick? But we got some really neat things, guys. Again, I'm always thinking and plotting about the financial future. And not only that, hopefully you saw Drea. She made a trade. She did her first trade. She sold 1,000 shares of Bank of Ozark, OZK, and she generated $1,650 of profit. So that's always pretty cool. These are things that we're playing around with. I'm not a stock advisor. I'm just trying to picture, where would you be financially if your parents taught you how to understand the stock market, understand financial literacy, understand how to, balance a checkbook, if you will. Well, not really balance, because truth is I don't even know how to balance a checkbook. I know how to read a P&L, but I don't know how to balance a checkbook. It's, I'm not worried about pennies and dollars. I'm worried about, like I said, I don't have dollar problems. I have bigger problems than that. But, I think there's some really neat things we can educate our children with. And I'm excited to be the steward of that conversation, and Dina and I helping them understand the power of money, the responsibility of money, how to use it, how to utilize it. Dylan, hey, you mentioned on your podcast about the insurance policies and possibly bringing on one of your peers. Yeah, the problem is, Dylan, I'm going to actually. The problem is it's such a big subject matter, and if we don't focus on one thing, it could get just so you know, I've invested many years of my life reading, it's a process. So I will bring him on. His name is Jim, by the way. I just got Jim or Bryce, but we'll bring them on and have a good conversation. It's powerful. What's up, Michael? Thank you for being here, buddy. But yeah, guys, there's some really cool things we can do with children and or your grandchildren, nieces, and nephews. And I just want to steward the conversation to you guys as well. I want you to know, if you want, you can check it out. If you haven't got your book yet, Magician versus Mule, you should do that. And this is a magician-like effort, by the way, right? Picture if they're 5 years old. So we're doing this with the kids. We have not got the policies yet, but we're doing that. We're getting ready to. What's up, Brian? That's it. Be the bank, buddy. And Brian, he knows his plan as well. But with my children is what we're going to do. What's up, Chris? We're setting up policies, with $1 million life debt benefit. Again, we're not doing it. We don't want the $1 million if the kid dies. That's not the goal. And the goal is how do we put money in today, create a compound effect, utilize it as a banking model, because this is a great way to tuck money into environments that allow you to utilize, be semi-liquid, and to also have future opportunity. So for example, my son, he's 4 years old. Let's say if we get him a policy today, we could build this policy out where we could say, hey, at 50 years old, I want him to get a $25,000 or $40,000 a month income stream. And what does that look like? How much do we need to put in? What is the policy? Are we doing whole life or UAL? Blah, 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 blah. And then what we would do is map it out. This is a formula, by the way. This is a mathematical formula. There's no guesswork. It's like, this is what I wanted to do. By the way, with any of this stuff I'm talking about, life in general, right? We have to know what we really want to find the path to get there. A lot of people are out there trying to figure out how to do all this stuff and not have any clarity of what the opportunities are. So what I do with my insurance guys, I say, hey, I want a couple of things. I want liquidity in case I need the money, all hell breaks loose. How quickly could I get it? That's important, but it's not like super important. So I'd like to kind of know what that looks like. 2, I wanted to be able to produce monthly cash flow at X age, 60 years old or 50 or whatever age it is. And 3, I'd like to be able to access it and utilize it as a banking mechanism for me to do my investment deals if that's possible. And then they go out and they find the path. They kind of know where I'm at, where I want to go, kind of what it costs. Some of these policies are crazy expensive. I mean, there's policies right now that, $250,000 a year for 20 years. So it's $5 million you'd park in there, but it would have a very big piece on the backside. You're going to get $50,000 a month for a long time. So it depends on what your goals are. And if $250 a year sounds like a lot of money, well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's just all relative. So this is helpful, man. Please keep sharing as we have a 2-year-old daughter. I want to plan for well, like you said, with your kids. Absolutely, Fraser. You're welcome. So again, there's some cool things out there, guys. I have a site called kittyrothira.com. It kind of shows you a path. It's kind of like not a documented, I guess it's kind of a documented process, case study, if you will, of a deal I did with my son. So I got updated along. I mean, he's young in that video. But you can check it out, kittyrothira.com. Sign up over there. It's like a 12, 14 page report, kind of showing you what we did and all that good stuff. So I think this is something I've been very big on for a long time. There we go, Beacon. Yeah. How my 11-month-old son has nearly doubled his IRA. Actually, it's way more than doubled down. But yeah, he's young in this, 11 months back then. Wow, that's crazy. Cool, thank you, Beacon. But yeah, you can get over there, kind of download that, children or your grandkids, learn about it, understand it. It's very powerful. And us as individuals, I always talk when I mentor young kids or young people, I always tell them, I say kids, anybody under 41 now is young to me. But, the guys in their 20s and early 30s, like, dude, now's the time to stock money away, at a high level. I've bought 2 vehicles, 3 personal homes, down payments with my IBC account, now using it for investing buys. That's awesome. What's IBC mean? I don't know what IBC means. International Banking Conglomerate? What's IBC mean, Michael? That's awesome. Again, it's like I don't act like I know. There's a lot of terms you get thrown around in the insurance business world, and they do this on purpose. By the way, they make you feel stupid, and where you got to hire them to do the work for you. Oh, infinite banking concept. Okay, cool. IBC. Yeah, so infinite banking concept is a very powerful. Nelson, I know his books are in here somewhere. I bet I don't have it right here. Actually, it's in my house in Ohio. But there's a guy. Something Nelson, he wrote a book, you can get it on Amazon, about infinite banking concept. Like I said, Brian Fouts here with Elevation Group. He talks a lot about this. I talked to him yesterday actually for a while about it. Yes, absolutely, guys. So very powerful, very cool stuff we can do. Anyways, what do you want it to do for you? I can't stress that. Yeah, Nelson Nash, thank you. I can't stress that enough. What do you want these policies to do for you? Again, I'm very clear what the CESA does for me is how do I get $400,000 or $500,000 in there, park it, and just let it rotate. And by the way, this is tax-free money. And then you have to withdraw it. I think at 30 years old, if I remember right. But you can pay for private schooling. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. So see your financial advisors for this stuff, but it's very powerful, very, very powerful. And with the skill sets that we have as business owners in the real estate space, we can put $1,000 down on a house. It makes $10,000. We literally just tenfolded that IRA or SESA account with one deal. And if you do that a couple times, 10 grand, 20 grand, you know, these little 10 grand pops add up. And like I said, it's tax free. So you're almost getting double the bang for the buck, right? You know, and again, as long as you're not self-dealing, right? As long as you're not doing 10 deals a week in there, that's a different story. But, you know, you minimize or avoid or maximize, I should say, tax opportunities such as short-term capital gains tax. If it's a quick flip deal, you also have an opportunity in there where you're not paying any taxes at all if it's set up right. And that's why I like Roth IRAs. I like to pay taxes going in. We contribute up to $5,500 per year. You put the money in, and again, we're looking for opportunities to park the money. That, you know, $1,000 here, boom, makes 10 grand. 1,000 here makes 5 grand. 1,000 here makes 20 grand, whatever. And then your goal is to build these up. So again, that's why I said I gave my daughter a multi-million-dollar birthday gift, because it could be way more, you know, because what I want to do is ingrain in them. I want to teach them about money, cash flow, money is good. And I do that all the time. Me and Dean is always talking to the kids about money and, you know, money is good. Have a lot of money. What are you going to buy with your money? What are you going to do with it? Where should you park it? Like, keep in mind they're young kids still, so you kind of play around with them, but like we're ingraining that conversation in their brain today, right? So it's very powerful stuff. What's up, TK? MagicianVersusMule.com. I appreciate you guys hitting #1 bestseller. If you guys need anything, I'd love to answer some questions here real quick. If not, I'm going to bounce. I got a busy day today. I got a lot going on. Like I said, yesterday was a weird day. Woke up feeling okay. Actually, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't feeling okay. And then kind of throughout the day, kind of blah. And then all of a sudden at 12 noon, 12:30, somewhere around there, I was like, I could barely move. My bones were hurting so bad. So I'm not sure why. Maybe I got beat up in my sleep or something. But I was really, I laid in bed pretty much all day yesterday. So it was one of those days. What can you do? But I did make some calls. So I did talk. The beautiful thing is, guys, we have this thing called the cell phone, i.e. computer in your hand. You can still do stuff even when you're laying in bed not feeling well. So it's pretty wild. It's good in bed, right? Guys, this week as well, just a heads up, I have 2 amazing guests coming on this week, Cigars and Coffee, 2 amazing. One of them runs a $35-40 million a year technology company, and the other one he had a $350 million supplement company. So to say that's big is an understatement. It's a monster. And by the way, you would know this company in a massive level. I've known this guy for 19, 20 years, and from way back when, which is awesome. So I'm excited to help you guys get to know him and see what he's got going on. More importantly, change your life. He's got some really great stuff. Both of these guys do. Thank you, Kim. Yep, appreciate it. So guys, gals, anybody else? If not, speak now or forever hold your peace. Thank you for all the info. Always learning. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. Magician vs. Mule. If you guys haven't got your copy, make sure to do it by magicianversusmule.com. Also, be on the lookout. If you registered or signed in, we're going to be sharing what all the bonuses are. We're giving away over $100,000 in gifts over here over the next 13 days. So please be there and focus. Michael, hey Mark, what markets are you wholesaling in for wholesaling? Again, we do Columbus and Cleveland, Ohio. I'm partners with a bunch of guys in a bunch of markets, from Orlando to Youngstown to Dayton to Colorado to, oh my gosh, Oklahoma. Thank you, Kevin. All over the place. I mean, deals are everywhere, Michael. I mean, I think the biggest thing is my question would be, where are you wholesaling at and what's it matter? Because all markets work. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But keep in mind, when I say I'm wholesaling, I'm actually detached from it, from the wholesaling business. I'm not like in the day-to-day at all. I haven't been in a long time, actually, probably 5 or 6 years. Hey, Quinn, didn't our sons do some deals together in Mark's IRA? Yeah, I'm sure we did. He's done a lot of deals in his IRA, so I'm not sure if we did some with you guys, but I'm guessing we did. That'd be awesome. So that would make sense if we did. The question, Quinn, is how do we do more? How do we do more? Let's do some more, man. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Happy Monday. Go get it. It's yours to get. magicianversusmule.com. Have an amazing day. Stay focused. You got this. Talk to you soon.